What is going on, everybody? Hello. Say hello, babe.
Hello, babe.
There it is. What's going on, cave dwellers? Welcome to tonight's episode of winterization and storage and Q&A. And if you guys have any questions, we can certainly answer them for you while we are not snowed in anymore, but it was a snowy weekend yesterday. We at least got 10, 11 inches of snow. What's up, Linda? How you doing? Woohoo! Figured we'd do a little one tonight. It's been a while. See if how many people we can get on here tonight. You get a lot of snow over there in New York? We probably got, I'd say almost a foot of snow. It was pretty crazy. So, Tony's over here we're going to be putting together some notes for you guys about winterization and storage and storing your car, as we've stored all four of ours. And got them plugged in, got them tucked away, ready for the next season. We got no snow. Wow, Linda got no snow. Probably just rain, right? What's going on, everyone that's just joining? Definitely feel free to join in the chat this time. If you haven't subscribed, welcome to the cave. How is everyone doing tonight? Tyler the Gamer, what's up? David, what's going on? I was like, I don't know this Andrew you speak of. Steven Garcia, sort of a winterization question. Are you burning your Eagles jersey to keep Bagheera warm? Wow. Yeah, my Eagles are not looking good right now. We just lost to the Giants, unfortunately. Crazy. Washed and covered my car today, 55 degrees and sunny. Like 20 degrees and like a foot of snow outside. Yeah. How are those? Yeah, the game was crazy, David. These Eagles, I don't know what's going on with them. They're not playing to their potential. They're just giving up. It's unfortunate. But we're here to talk about your cars, storing them, winterization, and what you should do. Especially if they're not in a heated garage, because that makes a difference. Like ours are not in a heated garage, so and we have 4 different garages, so they're not all together, unfortunately. But what up, Prez? What's up, Morgan? Babe, Morgan said hi. This woman over here, but I'm gonna let her do some talking tonight, because I can't do it all the time, right, babe? I'm shocked. I expected my Giants to lose. Yeah. Well, I don't know what Nick Sirianni's doing. I don't get it. All the Camaros are plugged in and hibernating, pretty much. Yeah. So definitely, if you're not in a heated garage, first thing I would say is you definitely want to get something underneath the car. You want to get some pads at least, so you can stop the cold air and moisture coming up from the concrete or the floor, or wherever your car is stored. That's definitely a big plus. Morgan didn't get any snow, only sleet only. I went driving last night in her Jeep to pick up some pizza. People do not know how to drive in snow. Luckily, I put that thing in four high, and we were cruising. Right, babe?
You were cruising in my Jeep?
I was cruising the
You
Jeep.
were cruising in my Jeep?
No, it definitely wasn't cruising. It was more like bumping. Yeah. but we figured we'd come on here and just do a little video for you guys, answer any questions you might have. I know the final year. Oh, also, we could talk about how Camaro sales are up like crazy. I mean, I wonder why. But how Camaro sales are now the highest since 2019. How they outsold 2019 by 10,000 units in 2023. And I wonder why that could be. The whole car's going away. Actually, some advertising of the vehicle. I mean, not really by GM, but by everyone else, by the ambassadors and the employees themselves, to put on some of even the YouTube videos. GM just didn't want to spend any money, but they ended up spending a little and came out with the collector's edition, Garage 56 edition, and a bunch of little updates, two new colors, right? Well, actually, technically 4 new colors if you want to get technical. So kind of crazy. So they do a couple tweaks, couple different additions, and their sales are over 31,000 units for the 23 model year, and 24. It'll be surprising to see what 24 adds up to, because there's a bunch of 23 cars still out there that are brand new. Those can be sold. No Eagles hoodie today. Nah. Sorry, man. Not after that embarrassment. Couldn't do it. Had to rock the Camaro Cave hoodie and the flat cap, which she doesn't like, but it is what it is. Right?
What cap?
What cap? But yeah, kind of crazy. It'll be curious to see what the final sales numbers will be for the 24 model year, because you still have the brand new 23s getting sold, brand new 24s getting sold, and there's a bunch of cars that still need to be picked up. And we should be seeing the final year production numbers from General Motors soon. I know a lot of people are asking about that. That's coming. They're still putting it all together, right? I mean, I'm sure they already have it. They just don't want to announce it. But
they don't want to do anything that has to do with Camaro.
That is the real thing. Okay, you can keep asking questions about Camaro, and GM doesn't even want to say they are done building them. They're staying so far away from Camaro and what's going on with the brand.
Remember Camaro?
Remember that Camaro that sold 31,000 units last year?
That car that made you a ton of money.
Remember that Camaro that
Camaro
helped you survive a bankruptcy when the 5th generation car came out?
Camaro.
Yeah. Welcome to here. What are all of ours? I've been using flat stoppers for years. Yes, David, we actually have flat stoppers that we picked up for Bagheera. That I got for Christmas, and we will be putting them underneath it. Right now, it's on some
gym mats.
Gym mats right now, so that'll do.
That'll do.
Yep. Hard to believe the C8 Corvette and the outsold the Camaro. So it's not for the lack of Dave's Classic Cars. It's not for the lack of selling. The main reason why Camaro numbers have been down has nothing to do with demand. There's plenty of demand for the car. It has to do with, first of all, they didn't build a Camaro for 10 months. Does anybody realize that during COVID, they did not build one Camaro for 10 months? The chip shortage was a huge thing. All the chips got moved to trucks, SUVs, and of course, Corvette. Corvette took all of Camaro's chips and engines.
Hi, Spider.
Let's just talk about that. Then throughout COVID, again, the chips thing was still an issue, and the chips thing is still an issue. People don't realize that the chip issue is still going on. It's not going to stop for years. This is a thing, but that has a lot to do with the production of Camaro, because the demand's been there. and the cars have been selling clearly. They just chose to use their money and their funds and push it elsewhere. And then you had the strike, and the strike didn't help things. It didn't affect the Camaro plant as much because the Camaro plant already had all of the parts in the plant for the final year. So because I know that a lot of people were, worried that it was going to affect Camaro production, and Camaro production was probably one of the only plants that did not really get affected.
What's up, Shane?
What's going on, Shane? How you doing?
I can barely read
In the
it.
state of Virginia.
No, the closer it gets, the worse.
Woo! We're coming back down.
My contacts, I guess.
What's going on, Spider?
Far away.
MSRP prices are too high from other dealerships for people to buy cars. So there was obviously a price increase from 23 model year to 24 model year, but apparently that hasn't stopped too many people from buying 24 model cars. I mean, everyone would want a 24 model car. If you had a choice between 23 and 24, which ones would you want? Would you want one that's going to be worth more in the future, or would you just want one to get a discount? I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. Good evening, Shane. It is 100% GM's fault the Camaro hasn't sold better. That's not necessarily true. Rockford, I don't believe that. It has nothing to do with bye, Tyler. I mean, it is GM's fault for not keeping production, for not holding their end of the bargain, and pushing these cars. Of course, right, raising the prices of these vehicles definitely made them sell less, but it was a more premium product. Plus, they moved production from Canada to the United States, and that was a huge thing back in 2015. What's up, FJ? Great, thank you. It's snowing here in southern Arizona today. We have about a foot of snow outside right now, and we've been dealing with that for the past 2 days. So we figured we'd come on here, talk about winterization. We did check our cars today, made sure all of them do production numbers break down by model and transmission. Yes, they will. Production numbers will break down between trim level, edition, model, transmission, even to interior colors. And hopefully we'll be seeing that within the coming months. It's going to take a couple months. They want nothing to do with saying Camaro's over. So just keep that in mind. It's going to take a couple months for all this information to come out to the public. Do you think they will raise Camaro prices to high and reduce the number of sold units? I think once the final numbers come out, people are going to be shocked. People aren't going to realize how rare 24 model year is. I mean, there was only 5 months of production, guys. So there's been a lot of reporting on like, oh, there's going to be 2,000 collector's cars. I think there's going to be a lot less. So if you can get one, definitely get one. There are plenty out there. A lot of cars are still touching ground. A lot of cars still haven't arrived at dealerships yet. Lansing is still shipping cars, guys. So if you are waiting for your car, they're still on the way. Yeah. What's that? And if you just got a car, let us know, because we definitely would love to take a look at your car. Have a great night. See you on the next stream. See you, Tyler. What's up, Dave? Spider. Yeah. So, Tonya. I'll let Tonya talk, clearly. But she's gonna talk about winterization here and storing your car, and I mean, she's been doing this a little bit longer than I have, but all 4 of our cars are stored in non-heated garages, except one's heated, but the others are not. So we store them a little bit differently, but she can answer all your questions about that, and I'll turn that over to her. Go for it, T.
Hi, guys. So one of the things that people have been asking about is what do we do with our insurance? We actually, one of the first things we do is sorry guys, my eye is just like going nuts. One of the first things we do is we take the insurance off the Camaros because not off, but
No, off.
down to basically storage. So that if anything happens in storage, they're covered, but no collision or any of that kind of stuff because the car's not going to be on the road.
Yeah, you're not gonna be storing the car.
So get a good feel for your insurance and find out how they feel about you taking your insurance back and forth from season to off season. Some of them will be like, hey, why are you doing this? We don't like it. Obviously, because you're not going to be paying them more during the time that the car is just sitting in storage, but it's a lot cheaper. So it's a nice little savings if you do take your insurance down to basic insurance. So look at that.
And Geico's pretty good.
Yeah,
Geico's really good with
they've been
that.
pretty good
They've been
with
good
us.
with us.
And State Farm wasn't too bad with me when I used to do that when I had State Farm. Jersey State Farm was not so good, but Kansas and Oklahoma took really good care of me when I did that. So insurance, one, that's a nice hack to save you a little bit of money. Obviously, you want to wash the car. We had our cars all over the place last year, more so than we do now, and we were really, really bad car mommies and daddies, and we actually put 2 of them away dirty, and they were not very well taken care of.
But it's Panther guys.
So wash your car before you put it up for the winter. You don't want whatever was last on it sitting on it for the entire season. Clean the interior. Don't store it with all kinds of stuff in it that you don't need to have in it. Make sure that any food or drinks or any of that kind of stuff, any remnants of any of those things, French fries that got stuck between the seats, those kind of things from trips. We don't put those things in our car.
Not
in my car. Get all that cleaned out, prepare the interior for, cold weather, give it a nice conditioning. And critters. I love them, but I don't love them in my car. So I'm not trying to kill them, but you can go to, I got mine at Menards. I know Menards is not everywhere. So just go to some place that has the traps and the stuff that they eat and get sick and die. It's the same section. They have sachets that actually don't smell too bad. They smell kind of florally. And they're not bad looking either. And they look like the sachets you put in your underwear drawers if you're female. So grab those.
What's up, Jan?
Hi, Jan. Grab those and put those inside your car. I put them in the engine compartment. I put them inside the interior. They don't like, it's usually licorice, like anise, and some other herbs and stuff like that. And they don't like the smell, so they won't come in your car. And they won't chew on your wires in your engine and all that fun stuff. So it's a good thing to do. You can put cedar, you can do all that kind of stuff, cedar chips and all that, but cedar smells horrible. Remember, you're going to have to get in this car once season comes back, and it's been locked up with cedar. It's going to smell like grandma's closet if that's the route you want to do. I mean, not if you like cedar and that's your thing, then knock yourself out. I don't want my car to smell like grandma's closet, so I try to find something that smells a little better or not at all. Another way to keep critters out of getting in is car cover. Put a still wool in your tailpipes. Just big bunch of it and just pop it in there. Don't forget it's in there because when you start it, you're going to have all kinds of hell to pay. So that helps keep critters from trying to get in because they can't, like, if they try to wiggle past it, it's uncomfortable and they back off and they don't want to go in. I can't read that, so if anybody says anything,
I'll let you
one
know.
of my eyes is going freaking crazy right now.
Menards has FJ says Menards has anything you can fit in paper bag for 50% off.
Nice. There you go. So if you have a Menards near you, go grab a whole bunch of those. So that'll help with critters. Another question that we've been getting over and over and over is gas stabilizers. We had posted that we put heat in our Camaros, and everybody went gamut, like from one end to, oh yeah, we totally do it too, to holy crap, why would you do that? Know your engine. First off, it's an alcohol based product, an ISO based product that is trying to keep lime, rust, water, all that stuff from building up inside the car from, condensation and going back and forth from cold to hot while it's inside storage. So obviously, know your engine before you put that in there and know whether or not that's something that you can put in there or not put in there. It's my understanding that like an alcohol based engine, you don't want to put that stuff in. I don't have, or nor have I ever had an engine like that. All the engines that I have,
and not like a 2-cylinder engine that says you don't want to put it in a 2 or 3-cylinder engine.
They do have a product that is.
Yeah, but not heat. It says specifically on the back.
Yeah, heat has a different product that,
yeah,
the red bottle, I think. But anyways, just know your engine before you store and know what's safe to put in it and what's not safe to put in it, and then put it in there appropriately. The other thing with that is we have people that are hell-bent against storing their cars with a low amount of fuel. That's how I've always done it. And then those who want to do it with a full tank of gas. He's always done it with a full tank of gas. I don't like to store it with a full tank of gas.
I store them with full tanks of gas.
I have done a little research on it and read the pros and cons to why each side likes their way. And I can see the benefits to both. So it's not wrong either way. So whatever you decide to do, it's preference, and go ahead and do what feels comfortable for you.
Charles says not Wednesday. Sorry to be late. Welcome to the show, Charles.
Hey, Charles. So stabilizers, there's that. Also follow the instructions on your particular stabilizer. I kind of like to put some fuel in, put the stabilizer in, put some more fuel in, so that kind of gets all mixed up. You don't want it just sitting on top. And you can start the car with it in it. So know how much fuel is in there versus how much stabilizer is in there. One of those little bottles will accommodate 20 gallons of gas. So if you don't have 20 gallons of gas in your car, don't put the whole bottle in, or you actually could do more damage than good. So just do some research on it. If anybody has any questions, just shoot them over to us in our email or whatever. And if you can't find the answer to what you're looking for, I'll help you. I'll find the answers for you, and I'll send you over links or whatever that you can go look at. That might help you feel a little more comfortable about what you've done or not doing. If it's getting close to, or it makes sense, change your filters, top off your coolant. Absolutely top off your coolant. Remove any brake dust from your tires and wheels, and tires and wheels. So we'll get to tires and wheels. I think Andy was just talking about that a little bit ago.
Yeah, Stable is a good product too. I've used that before. That's the only thing I've ever put in my 2010 Synergy.
No, you said STP was what you used.
Yeah, STP Stable.
Stable's not STP. Stable's a brand of its own.
Stable is an STP.
There's STP, Stable, and Heat. Stable is a brand of its own.
Yes.
STP is what you put in Tribute.
Yeah.
That's what you told me at the store.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Two different things.
You're right. My bad.
Unless you used Stable and not STP. But You showed me the bottle for STP.
Yep.
Store your car. This was actually asked. Like, should I let the air out? Should I over inflate? Store your car at its recommended PSI. Don't take air out or put air in, or you're not off-roading. Just put it in there at its recommended PSI. And then you want to put it either up on jacks and chock the jacks so that they don't move. Nothing worse than coming to check on your car and finding out they jumped off the jacks. Use jacks that are appropriate for the weight of your car, or if you are lucky enough to have a lift, put it up on a lift. Get the tires off the ground if you can. If you can't, insulate the space between the tires and the cold ground. Or if you're lucky enough to have a heated garage or heated floor garage, yay you. But anyways, that's the point of getting the tires off the ground. You don't want flat spots, and flat spots happen because the tire is not moving. It's not rotating. So it's staying in one spot and just sitting there and just leveling itself out and getting a flat spot because the ground is flat. So you want to either get the tires up off the ground, even just a little bit. So if it's on jacks, it doesn't need to be so high off the ground. You can walk under it, but up off the ground enough so that the tires are not, the weight of the car is not on the tires onto the ground. The other thing that the mats do for you is they insulate the coolness from the ground and the moisture from the ground coming through and sitting there and causing you problems with your tires as well. So the flat stoppers, the gym mats, all of that stuff is a good idea.
Because the flat stoppers are not cheap.
They're
all right, they're $255.
They're race ramps.
Race ramps is an expensive company.
Yeah, they're and they need to be the soft. You don't want to put it up on like a piece of wood or whatever, although that, I mean, if that's all you have, then please put it up on something. Putting the mats underneath the actual engine part of the car, like that helps keep moisture from the ground to the engine to help stop with rust and all that stuff. So it's just prevention. And, it seems like a whole lot of stuff, but it does, there are little things that will help keep you from problems that could arise. And then it's time to take the car out for show season and you're like, holy crap, now I have this that I have to take care of. Yeah. And if it could have been avoided, then why not avoid it, right? Like none of these things are super duper expensive. This is the first time you're storing your car and you're having to get all these things for the first time. Yes, it might be a little expensive, but then next year you have it. So it's just maintenance.
David wants to know, have you filled the radiator auxiliary tank?
I haven't.
I have not.
Yeah.
In any of my cars.
I don't think I've ever done that.
Mm-mm. No, you don't want some of these things you don't want to overfill either. I mean, you use common sense, I'd say.
Just normal levels of coolant. And normal levels of everything that you normally put in the car when you're running it.
I mean, if your garage is literally not getting under 30, 40 degrees, then you should be okay.
So anyways, tires, that's why you put them up on whatever you're putting them up on or get them off the ground, is you're trying to avoid flat spots. Moving the car, if you have the ability to do so, just rolling it out on a nice day and rolling it back will also help with flat spots because you're rotating the tire around. You don't even have to take it for a drive anywhere. Just roll it out of the garage or storage container, just enough so that the tires rotate all the way around, and then roll it all the way back in. And you'll probably be putting it very close to the same spot, but at least it got rolled around. If you can get it back in a different spot, then that'd be great.
Dave says, don't forget the battery tender. We were just about to get there, Dave.
We're just getting there. So this is another 50-50 split amongst people who store their vehicles. Some folks like to disconnect the battery and call it the day. And some folks like to hook them up to trickle chargers. I always was one of those disconnect my battery type of gals until I met the Garcias. And they've got, if it sits still long enough, it's stuck to a trickle charger. So Onyx sat still long enough, and they gave me a trickle charger for Christmas. Thank you very much, guys. That was awesome. So you can get, do you have the bigger one too?
No, but that's one box.
You can get them Harbor Freight. This isn't like peanut butter or toilet paper. They're pretty much all kind of the same thing. So we went to Harbor Freight, and you can get these that don't have anything fancy, no windows, no lights that flash and tell you that you have this much charge or don't have this much charge, or any of the crazy like things that they can tell you about your battery. This one just has a green light to tell you it's doing its job, or no green light if it's not. So
and when it's charging, it's flashing.
So $9.99 at Harbor Freight. They also have a $26 one that has all the same company. It does exactly the same thing. It is almost identical to this, except for it's a little bigger because it has a display on it.
And it's 2 amp charge instead of 500 milliamp. That's a big difference.
The amps are different.
Yeah. So you got to check the amps as well, especially if you do a lot of lighting. If your car has a bunch of exterior lighting, and you don't have a switch to turn it off.
Then you have more amps running
Yeah.
through. So, but you don't want a ton of ampage on your trickle charger running through what you have.
But it also stops. It stops charging when your battery is full.
Right.
Well, so it maintains. Yeah, exactly. It maintains and stops when the battery is fully charged.
It knows, and it gives it what it needs when it needs it, and then stops giving it when it doesn't. And then if it needs it later, it starts giving it again. So it just kind of keeps it going. I mean, it's the same thing as plugging your truck in outside. So
literally, my 2010 is on its second battery ever, and it's 15 years old. Second battery ever. 15 years later.
Onyx is on her second battery too.
Yep. And I always plugged into a trickle. It spends most of its life on a trickle charger, to be quite honest.
I'm on my second battery too, and I always unplugged. So there's benefits and there's positives and negatives to each side's story. Decide what makes you feel the most comfortable and go with that. If you feel more comfortable unplugging your car or disconnecting your battery and just shutting the whole thing off, then great. But know that if you do that, you're going to be pushing your car in and out of the garage to keep the tires from going flat. Mm-hmm. You're not going to be starting the engine at any time during that. I mean, if your storage situation is like Alaska or like where I was in Kansas, where everything just froze over and got stupid cold and never, ever got over 32 degrees for me to start my car, disconnecting my battery worked perfect. And I was in a metal storage room. So I wasn't in any kind of warm situation for her. So I just disconnected.
What do you call it? I have another question here too. Patrick wanted to know, do you start it periodically? That's what we've been doing.
That's the next thing that we're going to talk about. So if you have the opportunity, occasionally start your car. Know your setup. So I know there's a lot of cars, a lot of Camaros out there that are no longer what they were born as. So know your setup. My particular setup, I cannot start if it is under 32 degrees. I like it to be at least over 35, closer to 40 if I have to start it. But if it hasn't been started in a really, really, really long time, I'll chance it and I'll start it around 35. We start the car next to it and warm up the garage a little bit. But the situation I have going on that gave me the boost in horsepower and stuff on my car is one it doesn't like to suck any of that stuff through it when it's in a gummy type state. And so at 32 degrees or less, it's in a really thick gummy type state. And if it goes into my system, it gets really angry. So So we just avoid that at all costs.
Check out Charles's car. He just emailed it to us. It's plugged in and it's on a jack. The jack stand up.
Oh, it's got one of those tilt ones.
Quick jack.
Yep,
It pushes the car up from the underneath.
Yep, and then it just and
so
then falls off.
Charles just emailed this to us, guys.
Those are awesome.
Those are really cool. I don't know what they cost,
Tilt
Charles.
jacks.
If you want to,
aren't they like $300 or $400?
I mean, they're definitely a couple $100. As you can see, Charles is 6th gen in mosaic black, by the way, is on the quick jack and plugged in as well. So
those are awesome. Cool. Those are really awesome and really safe. I can't tell you how many times I've been underneath my car and wondered, I hope the hell this thing stays because there's nobody in here with me. So start your car if you can, if you have the access to do so, start your car occasionally. And if it's nice enough outside that you can, again, like I said, roll it out, go ahead and roll it so that it gets a little bit of tire movement and roll it back in. And then when you do get the opportunity to start your car, if that's a possibility for you, don't just turn it on and then just turn it off. Like, don't tease it. Let it run for 10 to 15 minutes. It'll talk to you. It will talk to you. It will tell you when it's ready. It'll come out screaming, and then it'll just kind of calm down and like idle out. After it starts to idle out, let her just sit there and purr for a couple of minutes, and then you can safely shut her off. So yes, do start your car if you can. That's like optimal. Like that's like the best case scenario. If you have that opportunity, then do it. Cover your car with, once it's clean, obviously, with a car cover that it has a breathable fabric. If the car is not going to be seeing any kind of outdoor weather or anything like that, don't use your outdoor cover. Use an indoor cover if you have one. A lot of the outdoor covers, though, are breathable. Like mine is a Cover King cover, and it's good for in and outdoor.
She swears by Cover King.
Dude, I love my Cover King. I love it. It was expensive, even back 8 years ago or 9 years ago when I got it, but it's still doing amazing. It fits really well. It's soft on the inside. It's got like a nice little flannel-y thing going on the inside, and then the outside is
flannel-y.
Yeah, and then the outside is like waterproof. But the car has been wet at Camaro Fest once in the middle of a rainstorm when it started to hail, and I put the cover on the car wet, which I don't recommend ever doing that, but I had no choice because I needed to put something between it and the hail. And we went through a horrid monsoon type nasty storm. And the next morning, the next afternoon, when we finally came and undid the car, the sun had been out for a little while, and the car cover and everything dried, and the car was bone dry underneath. So it was breathing enough that the wet car was no longer wet. But if your cover is not such that it will do that, then you'll trap moisture between the cover and the car the whole time it's sitting in storage. No bueno.
No bueno.
That'll cause you all kinds of problems. Mildew, paint damage, you name it. So avoid that, obviously. And what else did I write down? I think that's pretty much it. Those are pretty, did that cover everything? I tried to kind of like tires, car cover, clean the car, make sure there's nothing inside, vermin.
Oh, you know what works good too? The laundry filters.
Oh, laundry sheets.
Mm-hmm.
Animals don't like laundry sheets. Mm-mm. So you can toss a whole bunch of laundry sheets in the inside of the car too. They don't particularly care for those. Unless you get one that's like, ooh, I like these. And then they'll use them to make a nest in your engine compartment. So once they lose their scent, then they're just pieces of cloth in there, and they will come in and take them and rip them up and make nests. So that's why I like, dryer sheets, exactly. That's why I like the little packets of the crystally chunky pieces of it's all natural stuff. Like seeds and stuff like that they just don't like the smell of. Ooh, gnats don't like dryer sheets either. Baby gnats don't like dryer sheets either. Nope. Never knew that.
And Charles says his thing was $1,200.
$1,200 for that quick jack.
Yeah.
Steep.
Yeah.
They are really nice though. They're really nice. They're not good for when you have to work on the car in the center because they're big, but they are nice if you have to do anything to the wheels or the engine.
100%.
So did I miss anything? Does anybody have any questions about something that I might have skipped over? Because we've already put the cars up, so I was just trying to go back through it step by step and put it on paper because I'm old and I don't remember things.
Obviously our Bagheera is still using this factory tires. All of our other cars are on their second set of tires.
Oh no!
Even
Onyx is way past.
Well,
second set.
You got like 80,000 miles on your car. I'd hope it's on.
Onyx is on like her fourth set.
No, so if you guys are looking, you do want to store your car with a recommended tire pressure, which usually on the Camaros, 32. Especially 6 gens, 35 right on the door, 35 all the way around. Right, it's right on your door panel. There, it'll tell you when you open your driver door, right on the door panel. It'll tell you your tire pressures and recommend it. So, but it's normally 35 psi is what you want. No, your Jeep is more. Your Jeep's like 38. 38. They're bigger tires.
How'd I get 32 from?
I don't know. Do you overinflate your tires? No, there's no reason. With the temperature, depending on your temperature of your garage, it is going to fluctuate. So you can always go out there and check.
Store it at normal PSI, whatever the door frame says.
100%.
Because that gives you the availability for the vehicle's tires to expand or detract.
Yeah, 100%. What else is going on? Okay, never heard a girl say that. You're my kind of girl. Congrats. Spire likes you. There you go.
I had a good upbringing, guys. My daddy taught me how to take care of motorcycles and cars from the time I was a little girl. So
definitely a bonus. and that's why we work out so well. We have so many cars.
He didn't want me to be stuck on the side of the road not knowing what to do. So
you'd be surprised. So many people don't know how to change a tire. Getting a catch can.
Totally. If you're going to keep your... I am a severe supporter of catch cans. I had a big, huge color-matched catch can in my engine before I put the whole setup that I have in it now. And they were like, Tonya, we have bad news about your catch can. And I'm like, what's wrong with my catch can? Did you break my catch can? It was like $300. You broke my catch can? They're like, no, but it's too big. It doesn't fit. We can't put all this in here and keep your catch can. I'm like, okay, can we get a smaller catch can? Can we still make this work? So now I have an air filter in one wheel well and a catch can, smaller one that's not painted because you can't see it, in the other wheel well, which is not optimal for changing it or emptying it or doing any of that because it's really hard to get to, especially with the Razzie kit on it. But it does absolutely, if you're going to keep the car, you will be amazed at the crap that comes out of this thing when it's full. When we empty that thing, like I showed him, when we emptied it into the little...
She has a catch can on her 2010. I do not.
So
we have different views.
Into a clear bottle and was like, look, babe, this is all the crap that is still in your engine that my car doesn't keep.
Babe, Car's 15 years old, still runs like a top.
Yeah, but you didn't run it as much as I ran mine. I daily drove it. So, yeah. So, is it not really a necessity if you're not going to keep the car or intend to keep the car forever? If you're just going to trade it out, yeah, it's not really a necessity. But if you plan on keeping it, you want to make the best of everything you have and make it last. Absolutely, I agree with it.
Are there benefits to a catch can? Yes. Don't you think that the manufacturer would have put a catch can on these cars if they needed them? End of story. I will drop the mic and walk away because the engineers that built these cars even said that to me. They said, why would you need one? I didn't build it to get one. I built this engine and designed this engine. Why the hell would I need a catch can when I built it without one?
Because they don't expect
because if it costs $300, you think it wouldn't cost General Motors 25 cents to add it to each car?
No, they're a little more than that, but
I'm just saying
they don't expect
I'm not saying there's not a benefit. I'm just saying either way, it's an option. It's to each their own.
Putting the car keys in your hand.
I'm just saying.
Please,
I'm saying.
Make this car.
You think they would have done
it
from the factory?
They think you're going to keep the car for like 2 or 3 years. They want you to come back and get a new one. So they don't want you to take that good care of your engine.
There's benefits. I understand the benefits. I'm just saying.
Al, if you're secretly watching us and not checking in, you don't have to put anything in the comments, but definitely send me an IM and tell me your thoughts on this. Mr. Engineer of the Camaro, I would love to know
who built the Camaro would have added it if they wanted to.
There's reasons, babe.
Just saying.
There's reasons. My engine will last longer than Sham's.
I don't think so. You got a lot of pressure on that.
My engine will last longer than.
I'm just saying. No, we got the guys. There's benefits either way. It's really preference.
Is your car gonna like break down and die and never be able to run again because he has one opinion on how it should be done and I have another? No, because everybody in the car.
It's a fun conversation in our household, though.
Everybody in the world is. Yay, Team Tonya. So,
Dave said team me right here.
Whatever, Dave.
I'm just saying, don't you think that if they could make it cheaper,
of course,
and add it to the car,
of course,
they would have.
The good thing is, even though we're on different sides of the fence on a couple of these things, we both are willing to like look at the other person's point of view and try it.
100%.
So
yeah. Either or. Lindo actually asked about a car cover. I totally forgot her.
I know, FJ, isn't it gross?
No, I totally understand the whole catch can thing.
You totally got it when you saw mine get empty.
No, I get it. I understand it. Does that mean I'm going to put one on either of my cars? Probably not. But I understand it.
I can't wait to hear what Al thinks.
We'll do some. No, we should just ask Scott. Next time we're with Scott. Next time we're with Scott Sotomayor, we'll ask what his opinion is.
Okay, we'll see. But I still want to know what the engineer of Camaro thinks.
Well, yes, we'd love to do an interview with Al if you're watching. We would love to talk to you about it and get your opinion.
That is going to be one of the questions that comes up. Be like, so how long have you been with GM? What's your favorite thing? What do you think about catch cans?
I know. They'd be like, well, Paul, we have to clear the question with General Motors first,
Nah.
No. But you know what? It's going to be cool. Like when we're going to these shows next season, hopefully a lot of the Camaro team comes out if they still want to. If Al still wants to come out and come to the shows, we'd love to see him and love to get his opinion on everything. So many questions, I'm sure, and it'd be nice to bring you guys some content like that, asking directly the former chief Camaro engineer, I guess former.
Right.
Yeah. Oof. what a word that is. The cars is gone.
Awesome guy. I love me some Al.
Yeah.
I love me some Al since the beginning of Camaro for me. He was one of the first people I met, and he made the experience. He made me want to keep having the experience. He's a good guy. Love me some Al.
No, Linda said my question was what car cover do you like besides Cover King? Besides Cover King.
Cover King.
I go GM.
I don't like
Clearly.
the GM car covers. They scratched.
We have one.
The hell out of my car.
We have one on order that's been on back order for Bagheera that we're waiting on. We got the indoor Camaro embossed red one,
which I understand is made better than the ones that came out with the 5th gens.
Correct.
So I'm interested to see.
I've seen this cover before in person. It was on the cars at the 6th gen unveil, and then they do them at all the car shows. They put they're indoor directly car covers. Now I do have an outdoor one from GM for tribute. That one says Camaro on the side, and both of them are directly from General Motors. So
I was not impressed.
We both have different opinions.
I bought one when I got my 5th gen, and back then because of that, when I bought the 6th gens, we didn't buy the covers with them.
But I would say, like, the car cover we used on the outside, I know because David says he never lets his cover touch the ground. True. Of course, you don't want to get any contents.
And if it does, don't put it on your car.
100%. And make sure they're clean before you do that. Like, if you're going to buy a car cover, I would recommend washing it first before you decide just to take it out of the box and put it on the car, because you don't know what's in there.
Actually, well, if you get a Cover King, they're ready to go. They've already prepped them and check the inside. Just make sure there's no pieces of cardboard or something.
Because a lot of these things come with stuff in them.
When you wash them,
even tags. Like, I always cut those tags off.
There's no tags on them. No. He experienced, I got to go to the laundromat. He's like, no, you don't. We have a washer and dryer. You can just use my mom's. And I'm like, no. We got to do Onyx's laundry. We got to go to the laundromat. We need one of those huge capacity washers. And you never dry them.
100%, Charles.
So he got to experience going to the car wash or to the laundromat to do our car laundry.
Yes. Also, David says Scott's a GM guy, so I'm sure he would say no. That's not true. Scott is very opinionated, and he will tell you the truth. Whether he's a GM, he's retired. He doesn't have to hold back.
Yeah, he really is. He'll tell you what he thinks.
He will tell you what he thinks.
For the car.
I mean, we saw when we were at Scott's house, we saw his Camaro underneath the car cover.
He had a car
cover. all plugged up, ready to go.
I'm sure Mama Settlemeyer's car was in underneath one too.
100%. No garage, just put cover on it outside. A lot of people do that too. We did that. We've had to do it. I've had to do it on Tribute and on her car. You know, everyone can't
sat outside,
get a garage right away. You know,
if it has to sit outside, you just have to be that much more attentive to it, and keep it clean.
You do. You just gotta watch it. And there's no. I mean, just don't forget it either. Like, we plugged our. Actually using this, the trickle charger, into our Tribute this past weekend. And literally, well, I checked it. I'll go check it every day just to make sure the car was running good.
Not catching
fire and blowing the hell up.
Taking down the entire garage and everybody in it.
100%. Cover King is ready out of the box. Yep. Kelso says, have you got your new car yet? Yep. We got our car can you believe it? A month ago to yesterday, our car arrived. Our Panther, our 24 collector's edition, arrived a month ago today. Kind of crazy. So it's only got 32,000 miles on it, I believe. So
Bagheera does not have 32,000 miles.
No, 32 miles on it. Holy crap.
Where'd you go?
I know. I was gonna say where I've been driving in the snow. But I really do like the Chevrolet app. Not just because I work for them, but I love starting the car, unlocking the car, locking the car, and that whole nine. I love that it just shows me like everything on the car. There's Bagheera. She got 84% fuel left, 320 miles, 98% oil life, and I can check everything on the car, which is really cool. And you can like set your trips up, unlock, lock, sound the alarm, shoot the lights off. Lights on and off. I just like it. And if your dealership didn't tell you about this, first of all, every dealership should have told you about this when you bought your car, to sign up because you get it for free, and you get a free trial for many months. So that is a cool thing. Did you also do the PVC fix on the V6 where you drill out the holes? I don't know what that means.
What did you just say?
Spider wants to know, did you also do the PVC fix on the V6 where you had to drill out the holes?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either. I don't have another.
PVC.
Get a Bluetooth. Charles has a Bluetooth battery monitor, so it sends him notifications of the status. So
that's probably the like 69.
No, there are ones that are a lot more expensive that you can get, guys. And this is if you guys are living on a budget. This thing was $10, okay, and it'll make sure your battery doesn't die. Let's be realistic here.
Buy 3 of them.
Well, and we bought the more expensive one for beer. So yes, Charles says his was only $30. It's not bad at all.
And these are so small that you can pack it into the car and take it with you.
100%.
Whereas the other ones are a lot bigger and not as friendly to the space that we have available to us, especially when we get packed up, because they take a whole lot of stuff with them. We take a little tiny bag, each one of us, for ourselves. The whole rest of the car is loaded down with car stuff.
Pretty much. Yeah.
But, it's their stuff. They need it for themselves, and we take it for them. So,
yep.
So that'll fit nicely, even though we do have a bigger one for Onyx, too, that Mama bought.
Yeah, her detailing bag is pretty crazy. And in which every single car has its own detailing bag and detailing products because we have different views on different stuff to use.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. So she likes her stuff. I like my stuff.
It crosses over every now and then.
100%. We help each other out. But every car is set up with its own stuff. Especially like.
And a huge rack in the garage full of it all, because it doesn't stay in the cars. It comes in and goes into the racks. We repack and before we leave every single time.
There you go. Yeah, knee pads. Yeah, you know what? Knee pads is really cool. So I bring in one to every show because obviously we're getting underneath the car. We're getting inside the exhaust. So if you do these big shows now, they do go inside of your exhaust.
I think Charles has like the knee pads, like the ones that go on, not the one.
The big knee pad like I have.
Yeah. Not the knee board.
Yeah. 100%.
Because Charles used to have those knee boards too.
Yeah. I think Charles has new pads. I bring my crate of detailing stuff in during winter and store in basement. Nothing wrong with that. Dave wants to know what our first car show is. What is our first car show? Which one's first?
I don't know.
You gotta get the calendar.
It's in my purse.
Let's get the calendar.
It's in my purse. It's in my purse. The back part. And it's little now. It's not the big one. Dude, like, no duh. It really does. It like separates it and does all weird stuff. Heat, really extreme heat does some crazy stuff to your details stuff too. So Sturgis would be the first one. Are we doing Sturgis?
I don't know. That's a long trip.
It is a long trip, but you've never been. You've never even been to the Dakotas.
It's a long trip.
Maybe we should. Maybe we should fly. Maybe we should fly to Sturgis and rent the Camaro.
I mean, that would probably be better than driving there.
We could do that. We just wouldn't have our Camaro.
What's the next show?
All right, the next one after, so that's June. The next one is Camaro Nationals.
Camaro Nationals is first.
That's in July.
Yeah,
But when are the other ones? Because people were telling us about like the ones in Michigan.
Camaro Superfest. If Keith, if you're still watching, when's Camaro Superfest?
There's a couple of them in Michigan.
Camaro Superfest. Because we do want to get to the Camaro Superfest in Michigan. That's always a great show. July 12th to the 14th.
7/12 to 7/14.
Camaro
Okay,
Superfest.
and then Camaro Nationals. Ooh, wait, what? Hang on. That would be back to back. That would be nuts.
We are definitely going to the Fall Classic too, FJ. We go every year. We'll be there all weekend, so we're looking forward to that 36-mile
Okay,
round trip.
so-
Sturgis, yeah, it's a 24-hour ride for us. Sturgis,
12th through the 14th. That's this one right here.
NEO Sunset Cruise. Yep,
Paying attention.
we are doing that, by the way.
12th through the 14th is right here. This, and this.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I did have Superfest on there.
What do you call it? Charles asked about NEOCC February 3rd. We will be at the NEOCC February 3rd cruise. We will be there. So if you guys are going to go out to that and you're a part of NEOCC, we will definitely be seeing you. That is a great show. Camaro Fest.
Depending on the weather, it will depend on whether or not we take a Camaro.
NEOCC Fall Classic.
Okay, so then Camaro Nationals.
Camaro Nationals.
Is the 19th,
F-Body Beach
so
Bash.
We're going to be coming back and then like leaving right away again.
That happens. Luckily, it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday thing.
Saturday, Sunday.
So
And then this
it's not
one's
too many
Friday,
days
Saturday,
off.
Sunday. Okay, so yeah.
But what's nice with all these shows is they're weekend shows.
All right, so the next thing is
a couple days.
February.
Yep, February 3rd.
And then after that, it'll be, unless something else pops up, it'll be Superfest and then Nationals.
Yeah, I don't think we're driving our Camaro to Ohio for February 3rd, but we will be going to F-Body Beach Bash. That is definitely a must show.
Yeah, but that's like way.
Myrtle Beach,
that's
South Carolina.
That's like the last one.
I know it's usually the last big show we attend.
And then after Nationals is there's Superfest right there.
Yeah.
Is
Camaro Nationals,
Camaro Fest,
and
then
if you
Fall
want to
Classics.
the Fall Classic in Ohio, which is in September 6th to the 8th.
And then Myrtle Beach is the 26th.
We got thumbs up.
I know there's some other ones in there that I don't have written down yet.
Yep, anniversary of NEOCC. Yes, so we will be attending that show for sure. Well, that event.
And
Probably not in our Camaro, but we'll be driving to Ohio for that.
then when is? And then October is the one in the RPM transmission in Indiana.
Yeah, we're gonna be going to Indiana this year too for a show as well. Spider wants to know when's the Hot Rod Power Tour.
I haven't checked on that one in a while. I haven't done that for, Jesus, what was the 17 or 18? 2017 or 18, I think, was the last time I did that.
I don't think they've announced it yet.
Where did it end? Where did the last one end?
Yeah. 2024 Hot Rod Powered Tour announcement schedule.
Wherever the last one ended is. Does anybody remember where last year's ended?
All right, so it has physically not been announced yet for the Power Tour. There's rumors and speculation so far, looks like, but it has not been announced yet. When will do you have a Concord course near you? I'd enter the Panther Future Collectibles. Well, the New York Auto Show is coming up. I don't know if we're going to try to get our car in there because apparently there's Chevrolet might not bring a Camaro. So we might try to get our car in there. But there is big shows and smaller shows around here that we can certainly put the Panther in for sure.
On the West Coast last year.
Suggest post the dates on your website, please. Oh, well, definitely will, Jan. We'll be posting everything, and we'll be doing multiple more lives talking about every event, so you guys can be ready to go.
Tennessee, that's right. It ended in Tennessee. It's starting in Tennessee this year.
See, she finds the answer, guys.
Remember, we said we were thinking of doing that because it's not. It was really close to Stu.
I don't know, Charles, if you can send Kevin to pick up our Panther, but we might certainly be able to bring it ourselves. Go out and start it every couple of days. 100%, sure. Yeah, that's what you gotta do, Keith. You know what? You just keep it ready to go for the next season, so that the battery doesn't die. That's definitely a bonus. March 3rd to the 1st to the 3rd, 2004.
What's that?
Cavalcade of Customs, Cincy, next weekend. Can't wait. Now, you know what? I was part of Cavalcade of Wheels in Indiana with my 2010 Synergy. And that was a great show. I drove all the way to Indiana to put my car in that show. And it was an indoor show. It was about a week long. That was definitely a fun thing with Shell Kalka. She was the Synergy Queen. She still is the Synergy Queen, at least in my eyes. She has one of the most badass Synergy SS Edition Camaro I've ever seen. Tail of the Dragon is calling. Yep, she's been on Tail of the Dragon. I have not had the pleasure of going on Tail of the Dragon. You want to talk about Tail of the Dragon? That's coming up too.
You know, they were gonna do that. How many Camaros can we get on the Tail of the Dragon during that one weekend? What was it, last year or the year before? Versus the Corvettes and blah 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 blah. And then it got canceled. Why did it get canceled?
I think because the Mustangs took over or something.
No, it had nothing to do with it. It was like weather related or something weird like that.
It could have been.
Was it COVID?
I don't think it was COVID.
I thought COVID was done. Maybe it was during COVID. I don't know, but we were all like geared up. No, it may have been COVID, baby, because I wasn't here yet. Because Heartland Camaros was going to go. We were all geared up to take our clubs, and they ended up calling it. A bunch of people still went, but it wasn't it was for the Guinness Book of World Records.
Charles says people didn't want to pay the organization fee for Tail of the Dragon. Yeah, because they were trying to break the Guinness Book of World Records of most Camaros on the tail, because the Mustangs held the title.
And silently on the side, Corvette and Camaro was trying to break the record. So, yeah, it was pretty cool, but it never happened. That was a bummer.
Never happened. Nope.
I don't know. I'm not in a huge rush to go back to the tail.
Yeah, there's some nice back roads, from what I'm told. Some dangerous roads. Uh, I definitely was something I'd want to do, try one time, but she's already done it, so
Oh, I mean, we can go, but it's just you gotta really trust the people you're with.
yeah, no, it would have definitely been cool for Camaro to hold the title. Um, but we're the voice now. Now that the manufacturer is gone, we need to keep the faith and keep
Maybe
this
we
car
should try to
alive.
start something up to get people from all over the place rallied up to come try to do that. Maybe the cave can get all the Camaros together.
Yeah.
Evil laugh.
Yeah, you're better than that to me. Go on a weekday. Yeah, so there's less traffic for sure.
Yeah, it's the motorcycles.
Motorcycles are dangerous on there.
Dude, they're crazy. I mean, the cars are crazy too, but the motorcycles are just, they're little and they just, or the people that live there that go like the speed limit or less. They were the worst. Coming around the corner at 3 times the speed limit. Not cool.
Not cool. Is anybody plan on attending any of these shows that we're talking about? Definitely let us know, and we can put you on the list. Corral the cave dwellers, Jen said.
Corral the cave dwellers.
I like that. Yeah, definitely. Hey guys, you guys have been watching. We're past an hour here. Make sure you hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. If you're not already part of the channel, we do appreciate it. And we do have a bunch of descriptions of discounts and everything in the lower description. And we just got a thumbs down, so thank you for that.
Somebody doesn't want us to corral the cave dwellers.
Corral the cave. I am going to try Myrtle Beach. It's a great show. I know there's a lot of controversy going on right now about that show, but
Why?
it's just judging and everything.
Oh.
But we go every year. How do you do the balloons? Well, I don't know how you do the balloons. Oh, if we say something, there was like something if you say it, we get the balloons on it, or like if you guys give us thumbs up, like balloons show up. Yippee! It was like something like that.
I don't know. Is it so many? Like if you hit so many of them, then the balloons come up?
I mean, it could be.
Maybe it's like so many people have to give us thumbs up before the balloons go up.
Camaro Nationals. Camaro Nationals is a great show. We do plan on being there. Scott Sotomayor always goes to that show. I know NEOCC is coming full force. They always support that show heavy. I think they had like over 50 cars last year from Northeast Ohio Camaro Club. We always that's not a bad show for us. That's about a 2-hour ride, so it's nothing crazy.
But NEOCC?
Camaro Nationals.
Camaro Nationals. Yeah, we always take both cars, except for the first time because we just went like we woke up one morning and was like, let's go.
But last year they had 605 Camaros on the ground. I mean, that was a lot of Camaros, and they have the whole inside. You can put they have indoor judging and they have outdoor judging, or they just have it come and hang out. It's a 3-day event for Camaro Nationals. We always stay at the host hotel. If you can try to still get a room at the host hotel, it's pretty. I think it's almost full. If it's not full already, so just check that out. It's the
People
holiday.
cancel though.
People do cancel.
They get to the last minute and cancel. So just stay. Like when we get to the end of that, we'll start letting people know when people are like, oh my god, I can't go to somebody that wants to take my room. I will let you guys know. Home of the perfect score.
Charles said it. All right. Nationals home of the perfect score. That's right, because this guy got a perfect score. Just I don't know. She's eating at her.
What guy had like horrible judge?
Nationals
guy.
Host Hotel is full. Yeah, I don't doubt that. But you know, you can always check. The rooms always get back out. I'm hoping to get a room at the house in Myrtle Beach.
Well, David wants to.
Yeah.
David
They
wants
wants to
to.
join in the Camaro Cave house in Myrtle Beach.
David wants to cave with us in Myrtle Beach. Fellow Synergy, we could probably allow that.
We gotta start getting some people together.
Yeah, we got to find a house. Find out how much room we have.
Depends on how many people want to go.
No, you find the house
I know,
first.
I know.
Then you start putting people in it.
I know. Bowtie Nationals, September 26th and 27th.
That one we don't have.
We do not have that one on the list. We're going to want to add it and do some research.
What is it? Bowtie.
Bowtie Nationals. Cave House for the win. Yes, David.
Nationals. When is it?
September 26th and
26th.
27th. Do you get a block of rooms? So for Camaro Fest, there's a block of rooms, which normally they take the whole entire hotel. Camaro National is basically
a block of hotels.
Yeah, there's a block of hotels. So it just depends on what show you want to go to. Now, the host hotel, Linda said the host hotel for Nationals is full. A lot of times people back out last minute. But there is a secondary and third hotels for Nationals that aren't too far away. And then Camaro Fest has the host hotel, which is right on the lot. It's the Holiday Inn in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And that's where they have the hotel parties. That's where they have the outdoor. Everyone parks their cars. That's where they do the meet and greet, the Becky D meet and greet. They also do. That's the 10 p.m. rev off. That's where they do the lighting shows. That's where everyone parks their cars. So it's just a good time. It really is. We've been going for years, and it's been at Bowling Green now for 8 years. I've gone every year. And this year's gonna be nice. There's gonna be a lot of Panthers. It's gonna be a lot of Panther cars in Bowling Green, Kentucky this year. We're excited about that. It'll be nice to see everybody, and we're the host judges for the car show at Camaro Fest. So we are excited about that as well, and we hope to get our Panther on the drag strip. So that is a plan to get the Panther down the drag strip and see what she will run. Normally, I believe it's 12.3. We'll see. We shall see if we can get there. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions before we end this live tonight, definitely feel free to throw them in the comments. Your can camp in the trunk. What's crazy is we've actually slept in the back of our cars. We slept in the back of our Camaro, our 5th gen Camaros, with the back seat down where our feet are in the trunk. Twice while we were driving home from Camaro Fest, I believe, so we can be at work on Monday. That was crazy. Carlisle Gym Nationals is a good show. It is, Dave. Actually, I won first place there, Camaro Nationals in Carlisle, PA. GM Nationals. I won first place with my car, my 2010 Camaro Synergy Edition. Took first place there. That's a great show. I haven't been to that show in years. We used to roll up there with my old club, Tacked Out, and then my club before that, New Jersey 5th Gen, NJ 5th Gen. We used to roll up to that show all the time. Have to figure out logging for Camaro Nash. Yeah, I hope the best paint at Camaro Fest doesn't go to a full car of decals. Look at that, babe.
God, that was horrible.
That was pretty bad. Congrats. Appreciate that, David. Great live stream this weekend, guys. Appreciate it, David. That's we're
best paint didn't go to decals this last year.
No, it's kind of crazy. If you guys want to see anything else that we do, definitely feel free. post in the comments, send us an email, the Camaro Cave at gmail.com. We answer all the emails, and we do get all your pictures and everything you guys have been sending us. We do have some more content coming. Obviously, we got a lot of stuff with Bagheera to do. We did get our front rock guards, so we're gonna do an install video on that too, and we have a bunch of mods for it already. But we've just been waiting for the weather to be nice to do it outside, and hopefully soon, because I'm itching to get this stuff on the car so people can see it. But yeah, what do you think, T? Oh, the New York Auto Show is coming up. That's in March.
We just talked about that.
So hopefully we are trying to get inside Media Day so we can bring you guys exclusive content to the inside of the New York Auto Show before the public. So that would be cool. See if
there'll be any Camaros.
I doubt there's going to be any Camaros, to be honest with you. But we'll see. A lot of politics judging at car shows. Not wrong.
True story.
It's a lot, but that's why you just gotta, we've been doing car shows for a long time. It's an up and down road, for sure.
Try to keep the judging when we do it like politics free.
It's about cleanliness. That's what it should be about. That's what it's always about.
Yeah, I don't care how long we've known you. If your car's not clean, minus points.
Yeah, especially with us, like the way we're gonna be doing it.
I'm harder on somebody if I know them.
100%, because you don't want to give anybody free pass. Nobody gets free pass. F Body Gathering, Atlanta, GA. Haven't heard about that one. Spider said that one, babe.
What?
Might try to meet up with you on February 3rd. Yeah, Keith, come out. Definitely come out. We will be there. We're gonna be there all weekend because it's Presidente's birthday, so we're gonna be celebrating with him. Yeah, 100%. But we've been on here for about an hour and a half. Make a short one.
I think so. It's Monday. We gotta get ready for work.
In the gym. Back in the gym, boys and girls. Gotta look good for the next car season. Nobody rides for free. Truth. There's a theme show. There's going to be a lot more theme cars coming to Camaro Nationals this year. Camaro Fest this year from Atlanta. Night, David. Appreciate you guys. Good night, David. Again. We have so many Davids on here. It's cool. But we appreciate you guys watching and tuning in. We'll be bringing you guys more content. If we didn't answer your question, send us an email, or you can wait till the next live. We are going to be starting to do lives now Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock or 8:30. What's better for everybody? 8 o'clock or 8:30 Wednesday nights. That's when we're going to plan to do a weekly live, I think. Wednesday nights seem to be good for people. Everyone's home. They just got home from work.
8 o'clock.
So
Charles is speaking for the masses.
Charles, what's at 8 o'clock? What else?
What does it say?
End with a go blue. No, go blue is the Giants.
Oh.
Yeah, 8 p.m. No, that's good. All right, so we'll do that. We can do 8 p.m. on Wednesday nights, and we'll post them ahead of time so you guys can see it.
Wolverines. What's a Wolverine? That's his blue.
Michigan Wolverines. I don't know.
Are they blue?
I thought they were green. No, that's the Spartans. Because Al Appenheiser likes the Spartans.
I don't know, but 8 seems to be the consensus.
So 8 o'clock Wednesday nights. All right, that's what we're gonna do, guys.
Wednesday nights, 8
Wednesday
o'clock.
nights, 8 o'clock, and we'll do that every Wednesday, and we'll be posting them ahead of time so you people can see them. Michigan Wolverines, University of Michigan. Yes. Garage 56 cars. There's still a lot more Garage 56 cars out there. If you guys still want to buy them, go get them. Also, there's plenty of Panthers still left out there too, and my dealership still has a 3LT Panther. If anybody's looking for one, let us know. Numbers on what? Superfast, NEOCC, Bowtie Nationals. Numbers on. Wednesday, 7 p.m. for me. Garage 56 would mean tapping the 401k. Yep, I agree, Charles. Thought about that myself. Thought about, you know what, just get a Garage 56 car. If there was one ZL1 I'd want, it'd be a Garage 56. For sure. Numbers on. Now, still, nobody has seen a completed Garage 56 car. So there's plenty of pictures. We posted more pictures today, but the cars are not complete. They're not. No one has seen what they're supposed to look like fully. So we are interested to see if we can break that to you guys. Show you what one looks up in person. Sounds good. Wednesday 8 p.m. Otis, what's up, Otis? Thanks for joining. So that seems to be the consensus, guys. 8 o'clock Wednesday night. Even though Jan wants to do 7 o'clock, but
we're barely getting home.
We're by the time we eat dinner and everything, 8 o'clock is just more doable for us. But we'll do that Wednesday nights. We'll be doing
plus 7 o'clock
lives.
Is 4 o'clock on the West Coast. People aren't even home from work.
True. We have people from all over the country and all over the world watching us, guys. So we want to keep everyone in the loop. And we do appreciate everyone that's members of our channel. So thank you for supporting the channel, guys. First of all, we've come a long way, and this 2024 is going to be a good year for us. And we do hope to bring you guys more and more content and exclusive stuff. So just stay tuned with us. We do have more giveaways too. I keep getting more stuff that we're going to be doing giveaways on.
Mailed?
Yeah, everything's mailed out. If you got a giveaway from us or you
even the one that I gave you. Okay.
We sent everything out, so you should already have it. And also, if you guys purchased merchandise from us, thank you so much. We do have a bunch of stuff. If you want to get stuff from us, or you're looking for carbon fiber mods to add to your car, we do. Our sponsor is in the description. Carbon add-ons. If you want savings, you want to save 5% off of every single product you buy from them, use our code Camaro_Cave 5. It's right in the description of this video. You have to use the link in the video, and you can save money off of some product, and you can buy our product, hats, mugs, t-shirts, sweatshirts, pants. She's been living in these pants lately. Camaro Cave pants, sweatpants. They're really comfortable.
They are super comfy. They're my house pants now.
House pants.
And somebody did ask me about it today. We can sponsor your club on our shop if you want. Send the Camaro Cave email. So camarocave@gmail.com. Send us your logo in transparency. Can't be white in the background, black in the background, no color in the background. It has to be on transparency. And then we will incorporate it into it. We'll put your logo on there really big, specify if you want it on the back or the front of the items that have back and fronts. And then we'll put our logo on the other side small. So if you want the whole back of your shirt, we'll do it small here. If you want yours on the front, we'll do ours in the back. So just tell us which way you want it. And we will sponsor your club so that your club can sign on and get their gear for your club through our shop.
Yep, Charles has already done that. We actually created merch for Charles's club, Motor City Camaros, and
Came out nice.
it came out really nice. So if you want yours on there, it's pretty cool.
So we can do that for you, and then you don't have to mess around with the hassle of opening your own shop and doing all that stuff. We already have it, so
100%.
we'll just do it for you.
Yep, Spider. And what's really nice is carbon add-ons. It's real carbon fiber. It's not that fake plastic stuff or any hydro dip stuff. It's actually real carbon fiber. And I've been using them for years. It's on every single one of my cars. It's on her car now, and it will soon be on Bagheera. So
we can't wait to say that.
I do like to say his name.
Bagheera.
First place last year, RS Class Superfest. Stay warm, 100%. Be safe, guys. The weather's been crazy. We don't want to see any more cars getting damaged or stolen or broken into. So just be mindful of your surroundings and of the road conditions before you take out your car. And we're going to end it here tonight, but you guys be safe and sound out there to you and your families. And we're starting this new year off right. And Camaro Cave's got a lot more coming. So stay tuned.
Bye-bye.
Night, y'all.